Leo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week here. And we're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and finishing with a tarot reading for this week. It will be time-stamped in the description below. There's also your monthly reading that's came out that will be linked at the end of this reading. So let's just see what's going on with your chakras for this week. You had well defined, I think, within the monthly readings, and it's well defined in the middle here. There seems to be movement on the relationship side, foundations about how you want your relationships. That's what it seems to be playing out there. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. Well, this is pretty stationary. Stationary is not really the right word. Balanced, I'd say, more than anything else. It's in good harmony. This has a good work play ethic that's going on in your life at the moment. And this may be sort of, raising questions about, what's sort of relationships you want, how you want your relationships to be, what sort of structure you want in those sort of relationships, how you want it to be, how the to and fro of the love between you and another person, and also could be within your family and your friends, how these relationships sort of like interact with one another. That sort of could be coming up on that radar because you've got that sort of harmonious side within your sacrum. Let's just see what's going on your solar plexus. So there's something that's building up inside you. It's quite deep at the moment, and that could be provoking those sort of questions. But as we go to the top, it's well defined, it's well shaped as well. And as we go to the top, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of energy at the surface, really. It's not aggressive at all, which is quite nice for you. It will help you to sort of elucidate the sort of situations that are around you, to see through the veils of people that are around you, so you can see what is really going on, basically. And that intuition may serve you within your workspace, but it might also serve you, and I would have thought even more within your relationships, basically, that is going around you at the moment. So it's a very almost solemn, sort of wise position you're taking this week at the moment. Let's just see what's going on in your heart chakra. Well, it's building into a point, so it's building into a point at the front, but it's not necessarily. It doesn't seem to be one-to-one relationship here. It seems to be more within the group. So this could be with your family and your friends and your community and stuff like that. Obviously, your partner's going to be in there somewhere, but it is concentrating on what is going on around you, and it seems like there's a little bit of repositioning maybe that needs to be done within your social network, within your social surroundings with the people that are around you. But it's definitely, the heart is very nice. It's nothing too untoward, so you don't seem to be getting triggered at the moment. As I say, you may be in a social environment, but you may not be saying too much. You may be observing what's going on and feeling the energy of the place, feeling of the energy of the people that are around you, so you can get a good, clear vision of what's going on around you. On your third eye and your throat chakra, that's in a very natural position, very logical situations around you, which also then provides that time and space to honor and observe the energy interaction with the world around you, with the people that are around you, because that's where it all kicks off. Energy. Once it's in focus on your energy, then you can pass the idea onto the creation moment of manifestation. And the energy really does need to be in place. Things need to be in a good sort of rhythm with life. Finding that natural rhythm within the world around you, with your energy connections with others. As you do find that rhythm, then therefore it's going to give you a lot more joy and satisfaction within your social interaction with other people that are around you, and also open up opportunities on the work front and your career path or your business or your projects. It seems to be playing very clearly on that side as well. Just getting it in now, about your financial side. There's real strides to be made this week, but not necessarily physical. It's almost intellectual, almost you know, playing really smart by the looks of things, Leo. Looking really nice. Let's just see what's going on in your crown chakra. There is this notion that you know. I think it's come up for you before, actually. It might even come up in your monthly readings or even in your last week readings. But there is this sensation within your crown chakra, within your consciousness, that it's very tight, very solid, very clean, as if you know what the score is. And you're not releasing that knowledge as yet. Simply because I think you need to observe what is going on around you. So it's very emperor energy basically that's running through you at the moment. So I would be very attentive to the vibrations that are around you, that you could feel within your body around you, and equate them to the emotions and the physical state or conditions that are around you. So then you can see what sort of adjustments you need to make in the world around you in order to get you into a position where that emperor really does shine out. And I think you're building up to a position here, a real position of power, basically. And within that position of power, there is structure, and that structure is being put into place energetically this week. Okay, let's just have a look what's going on in your aura. There's one thing that's playing out. I think it's old news to you. I think it's you've got that sorted. But by the middle of the week, there's a situation pending that may need your attention. So then that sort of Wednesday, Thursday sort of day, it may be a case of really being attentive to the coincidences that are happening around you, not only within your friends and family, but also within your physical material life, within your workspace, because that's going to trigger those sort of understandings through the energy. It's going to come through your aura, and it's going to activate certain parts of your chakras. So then you get the clear vision or clear understanding of what is going on. Let's just see if there's anything coming out at the end of the week. There's something vaguely coming through. It'd be interesting. We'll have to highlight that on Petal 10, I think, get some clarification cards on that. But at the same time, I think this is what this is done and dusted in the past. It is provoking something new. So something that you might have had to deal with over the last sort of like 10 days, 2 weeks, possibly even 3 weeks, in that sort of period, something that you might have had dealt with in the past is actually going to bring you back fruits, bring you back benefits, bring you back understanding of a situation and stuff like that. And I think that's sort of coming at the end of the week rather than actually being there. I think you're more talking about the second week of March, basically. Let's just see if there's anything untoward on your aura. No, nothing too much. I would just be careful about the words you choose. The weight you have within your energy at the moment, your words will carry a lot more weight. And within that weight, I would be very attentive to not really expose yourself or to take a particular position. I would be more of a case of just sort of contributing to the flow of energy than allowing things to come to the surface more than anything else. Okay, so there you go. That's your chakras and your auras. Let's just see what's going on with the towers. Let's see if there's anything comes out. And this is the outcomes for the Petal 10. This is your overall energies, the karmic messages on your relationship side and on your business side. This is how the universe influences you. Then you've got your guides, how they influence your karmic path, your conversation that is within you, and the outside message. So without further ado, let's just see what's going on here. It's seeing things in a different way. This is that whole connection with energy, that whole connection with the people that is around you, feeling the vibration. Because in March, and I went through this in the collective, but also within your individual monthly reading, there is lots of logics that are starting to play out in March. And either you've got it and you're on the ball or you're not. And this seems to be the start of that. Looking at the world in a different way, looking at it in an energetic way, and interacting with it in an energetic sense. King of Wands. This is what the karmic path is talking about. This is what I was saying earlier on, a sort of like emperor sort of energy. That is really King of Wands. The King of Wands has put aside all their doubts, and now their doubts are actually that strength, that lion that is behind them, because their doubts are behind them, and they've taken their staff and they're heading off in their direction. And this is what you should be doing in with your connection with the energies that are around you. The universe, King of Cups, it's nothing but regal for you, Leo. What the blazes? What the blazes? With an Ace of Cups, is they as I said, you've got that position where you're relaxed. You've got that wisdom within you, and I think that wisdom comes through the control over your emotions. If you have this control over your emotions, and you're getting into these energies and the connections with the people around you, it is going to open so many doors for you on so many different fronts for you. Yeah, the guides here, they're trying to connect, as I said, connect your energies in a way that's going to elucidate certain situations that are around you. And this is how the guides are trying to help you here. They're trying to bring things to the surface so you can see clearly your connection with the people, your loved one or your loved ones that are around you, you know, your family, your friends, the community, how you sort of interact with everything. How's it come out in the conversation with you? Well, this is it. You've got the Two of Wands, so you're planning for a future after accomplishing so much that you have the world at your feet, and you can actually go ahead and sort of plan almost movement, a lot of sort of activities. And I think this is what I was talking about was coming through. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the in Petal 10 here. But your guides here are provoking ideas within you, provoking plans and way of doing things in this side of your relationships. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Justice, harmony. This is where I think you've made these big strides, and people are starting to notice it. You're starting to get the kudos of the work that you've done, and it could tie into that thing I was talking about happening about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which will follow on to there. So this is understanding this week. The karmic message this week is to understand your calm and presence. Understand the power that you have within you, because there is a lot of responsibility connected with it. And we see this on both sides. Strength. It is so powerful. You are, I wouldn't say you're on fire. You're owning it. Leo, you're really owning it. The universe here is sort of saying, quell any doubts you may have had now about where you should be going. If you know where you should be going, you should head off on it. If you don't know, this is the best advice I can give you, is to just pick a direction. Just take any direction at the beginning. The moment you start moving in that direction, you're automatically going to get pulled into the where you should be going. But without the movement, it's only going to create frustration within you. For those of you who have been doing it, who have been connecting, who have been following this channel for a while and now really getting into flow with your energies, because we went into it on the masterclass and everything like that, you should be able to use a lot of what's going on around you to have that strength, that sort of commanding air around you. King of Swords. Oh my giddy up. Look at this. We've got all 3 kings out. We got 3 kings out and the strength card as well. And the justice. This is just so, you've got on your financial side, I would, if you've got plans, if you want to do something, do it. Don't hold back. It's success that is, it will just be paved under your feet as you step forward. Here, you've got the ultimate view and the connection of the world around you to get the best out of the world. The connection that you do have in the conversation that is within you is the 9 of Pentacles. So the potential is now here. We're talking about those fruits that are coming in. As I said in Petal 10, this is to do with something that's happened in the past that's coming back round, and it's giving you kudos. It's giving you like a pat on the back, as if to sort of say, Leo, you've done it. Well done. Fair play. Now, what are you going to do with this new found height or understanding or position within it all? It's going to make you feel like it's almost like healing in a way. It's going to make you feel like that you're in your space. Yeah. Yeah. Recognition of the work well done. You've been concentrating on it, Leo, and with that concentration that you've been doing in the past, it's now starting to bear fruits for you. It's recognition of your good, hard, honest labor. You're focused on the goal. But in order to get that goal, you do have to look at things in a different way and get those things that are playing under the surface, bring them up so you can see them clearly, energetically, and therefore you can plan for a future within your relationship side, more so than within your financial sort of side, to be the master of the moment. How is that playing out for you going forward? Ace of Swords. It is going to be, there's an offering coming in that's an inspirational offering out of this. And this is because you've done good work. And with that inspiration, there is so many possibilities that are around you. And it's coming in quickly. I think this is leading up to. This is almost as if, like, let me just take the overall energy. Yeah, you've got the rite of passage here. You've got this, you don't have to do the work here in a way, Leo. It's almost being done in the past. You've already done the work, and this is what is carrying you through. And in the following week, it's as if like you're within your energy, this sort of noticing all the energy and the vibrations that are around you and connecting with these people that are around you and seeing things in a different way, bringing things up to the surface that are only there in the energetic world. So then you can see clearly going on around you and make some very good plans for the future. That is like a spring that's coiling in. And I said this was a bit of springy within the root chakra. And this is where you sort of, the spring is being set and you're ready to go boom and flying off. You have to do this work in order for that spring to really work properly. All of a sudden, that Ace of Swords and that Chariot card that comes in, there's very fast activity. It's going to carry you like a speedboat across the waters to the new land, to this new space, where it's a case of what are you going to do with it, Leo? I nearly called you Scorpio. You might be connected with a Scorpio. I just thought I'd throw that out there. So yeah, this is amazing times, Leo. You're playing life, or you seem to understand your connection to life, which is really good. And all you need to do now is activate it. And the best way to activate it is to load that spring. Okay, so be very attentive to the energies that are around you and go for it. That's all I can tell you. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being here. You will see around me the links to our masterclasses and also the monthly readings as well. Thank you very much for your support on this channel, subscription and clicking that bell. It's really important apparently. And yeah, so I will see you soon. In the meantime, I will see you on Sunday for your Astroflower masterclass on human rhythms of life. Okay. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.